So yeah, how did I come up to this subject again? Because I thought talking about Wyrm skills would increase the drop rate. I did not really think that, of course, but I just thought it would be a nice little tryout. Let's try it for science. Wyrm skill, 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 Wyrm skill. God damn it, it doesn't work.
The big show.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the 48th episode of my Tibia series. In the last episode I was also hunting Wyrms at this Darashia spot, but I was running, well, at 30 something minutes, so I figured I should end that episode and start a new one instead, to keep the episodes a bit short. So right now I am hunting Wyrms, as I said. I am almost nearing level 119. And I'm gaining 200 something K experience per hour, which is not too bad, but certainly not too great either. I think I should talk less and hunt more, but yeah, you know how it is. I'm not going to talk less. I'm going to ramble on and on and on. But it also would not make for very entertaining episodes if I was just power hunting and not really talking for much. Then the whole face cam and the microphone would add nothing to this episode. Also, I'm struggling a bit with capacity, so I'm rather picky on what I pick up and what I don't pick up. So most of the times I don't even pick up gold until I have a lot of capacity again. So far I have not looted anything worthwhile, or like focus capes, or I don't know what these bows are called anymore, but you know, the ones that sell for quite a lot. I did loot a lot of Wyrm skills, which are really nice. They are always a nice surprise because you tend to forget about them and then all of a sudden you sell them and they basically, you end up with 40k because you did not remember that you had so many Wyrm skills. And there's another one. Maybe I should keep talking about Wyrm skills and then they drop more. Which reminds me, I'm going on a nostalgia trip. This nostalgia trip has been sponsored by the good fellas of Moranah. Please, if you are not familiar with nostalgia trips, they go back to 7.4 and 7.6 and usually involve me being a noob. So, here we go. Wolf tooth chains. I used to think that they would increase your loot luck. You believe that, actually? Because one of my friends from secondary school told me that they increased your loot luck, and it was not just him that thought that. It was actually a common what's it called? I'm struggling for the English term of bijgeloof. Fuck. You know, when black cats cross the road and you believe bad luck will happen, stuff like that. Man, it's at the tip of my tongue. It's also a song, right? God damn it! Why don't I remember this? Oh, there we go. Oh. I should just drop my files and I have plenty of cap again. Good. I forgot about that. What the hell is it called? Oh, this is frustrating as hell. Superstitious. It was a common superstition that it was so easy. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. It was a common superstition that, especially among noobs, that wolf tooth chains would increase your loot luck. Well, actually, I was one of the first of my friends to buy premium account because, well, I don't know why, but it just so happened to be that. But all my friends then asked me to buy them scarves from Edron because none of them had any like neck protection yet. But I did not rock a scarf. I rather wore my wolf tooth chain because I thought it would increase my loot luck. So yeah, how did I come up to this subject again? Because I thought talking about Wyrm skills would increase the drop rate. I did not really think that, of course, but I just thought it would be a nice little tryout. Let's try it for science. Wyrm skill, 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 Wyrm skill. God damn it. It doesn't work. It's because I don't wear my wolf tooth chain, of course. Of course. Am I right? Wow, the respawn rate is really fast. No problem with that, of course, but dude, won't you die already? Good. You're a good little worm. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If only you were to drop something valuable like focus capes or... No, even a wand would be fine. Want? Wand? Want? Want. I think. Want. Or do they drop rods as well? I don't think they do. There you are. They always give their position away, right? They're not strategical Wyrms. Otherwise they would just meet up at the entrance, wait for me to show up and then just combo me. But no, they just give away their position by blasting energy at nothing. Surprises me how few mana potions I actually use. I think I will end up with more mana potions than I came in. That would be weird. There you are. Somebody once asked me to try out Elder Wyrms, but I don't think that's a good idea. I once went downstairs in this spot and then I got combo to Dark Death like this worm is right now. And I'm not trying to die just yet. Maybe I can take a little peek. But I don't think that it will work out that great. Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. I think that's more for team hunts. What's a great or good or decent setup for a team hunt with a Paladin? Because, well, of course, what? Okay, I got energized right now. Or electrified. Electrified, yeah. So I guess those Elder Wyrms also electrify or something. Anyway, what's a good setup for group hunts with a Paladin? Because, well, druids and knights are a good idea because, well, the druids can heal the knight and the knight can block for the druid, and then the druid can damage and the knight can damage, which is perfect. But for paladin, what would be a good setup? I guess you can hunt with a knight at stuff that's, you know, tight spawns, because, well, then you can use the knight to block. And seasoned adventurer. Okay, cool. I don't know why. I don't know what it stands for, but okay, cool. I got an achievement. Good, good. So I was saying, group hunts, paladins. You can use a knight or ask a knight. Of course, you don't use it. Oh, okay. I got a level up as well. Okay. The achievement is a reward for leveling up, I guess. But it didn't say. I got level 119. Well, I did anyway. Yay. So, back to the subject. You can use a knight for blocking. Stuff that's, you know, normally you wouldn't be able to hunt because otherwise you would run into a lot of backspawn or other respawns. So that would make sense, but the killing itself, yeah, you can damage something more quickly, and I guess you do more damage to a single target as a paladin. I think you hit higher with the same skills. I guess. I'm not really sure about that though. But if the knight has to heal itself, himself or herself, then it makes not a lot of sense to go together, because you might as well go alone as a knight, because you have to heal yourself anyway. So it's not like you can slay monsters that are stronger because there's somebody that can heal you with one spell anyway. You still have to use potions that only heal you for 3/4 of your health or half of your health. So it would be more obvious to hunt with a druid or a sorcerer and let the paladin block, but you know, it's not perfect. You can heal yourself, that's a good thing. You can heal yourself better than a knight can. But you don't have the defense, so if you're running with a shield and assassin stars, you don't have the same defense rate, because you're missing a one-handed weapon, or well, defense rate on a weapon for that matter. You only have your shield, so you're not as good. Also, you don't have a challenge spell. You don't have the same health pool. You're always at a bit of a disadvantage for that matter. So it's certainly not perfect. So I don't know what to hunt with a group as a paladin. So if you have any ideas, please let me know, because I would love to hunt with a group as a paladin, because, well, I think playing together with other people makes this game more fun than hunting alone. So I'm going to check out my experience rate in a bit. I hope it's over 250. Alrighty, now it's getting serious. Come back and stay for... Okay, anyway. La 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 la. Come on, die already. 21, seriously. I'm spending 20 GPs a bolt to do 21 damage to a worm. Come on now. Yep. Are you dead yet? Yeah, now you are. Good. Right. Okay. No good loot yet. Oh man, I'm really do have poor loot luck today, I think. See, am I hungry yet? Nope. I'm still full. I already was there a couple of seconds ago, so I should finish my round. Oh, I should check out my experience rate. 280. Not getting better there. Getting much better. Maybe I can hit the 300 in a bit. But the thing is, I'm doing two things at once now. I'm talking and I'm hunting. So if I was only to hunt, then I would probably concentrate more on, you know, taking on more monsters, and I would probably hit 300 already. But no problem. I'm not a power gamer, as I've probably stated before. Maybe I can check out. Nope. Okay, there you are. I thought, why is there no respawn yet? $9 gold coins. Worm, please. Why won't it shoot bolts when I use my Divine Missile? Because I should time it better. Always use it after the bolt has been shot, I think. And I shouldn't loot gold coins. Well, I have the capacity for it now, so why not? It does take a bit of time, but for those amounts you can leave it. But if it's more than 100 GPs, why not pick it up? It's not like I'm filthy rich anyway. Some people are. I don't know how they do it, but some people have like piles and piles of crystal coins just sitting there, being, I guess, a status symbol or something. It's like the same stuff with people that show off their piles of crystal coins in their house. I don't know. I never really understand, especially on a non-PvP server. It's a bit like, yeah, I could afford to totally war against your guild, but it's just too bad we're on a non-PvP server. I could probably chase whole of your whole guild off this server with all this money I'm having right now, if I only was on a PvP server. I'm not trying to ridicule people on a PvP server, but more like people that show off their money in their house. I mean, I realized, oh, okay, cool, that's something. It only sells for a couple of hundred GPs, I think. I was trying to say something, and I was trying to make a point, which I now forgot about. I was not trying to ridicule people on a PvP server. I was just trying to... I realized houses are, of course, a status symbol, and of course are meant to show off, mostly. But I don't understand why you would show off your money. Maybe it's because I don't have a lot of money myself, and that's why I don't know the feeling of satisfaction that you get once you show off how wealthy you are in a fucking video game. But that could just be me. Hello there. Please, kind sir, could you do one thing for me? Could you please perhaps lay on the ground and be dead for a bit and give me the experience points? I don't know why I went from posh English to German English. And I probably did a terrible attempt of trying out accents. Oh man, I'm not doing too great on the loot. Usually I can pay my supplies from the loot alone and make some profit. It's not like you get filthy rich from... You used to be able to, because of the bows were rather expensive to buy. I don't know how these bows are called anymore, but because there's a lot of other bows as well, and of course there have been a lot of bows have been looted, so the market is rather saturated. So of course it's not worth as much as it used to be at the beginning of the introduction of the bows, but you used to be able to get very rich from these things just if the bow dropped. But right now you can just sell it to NPCs. It makes more sense to sell it to NPCs because it saves you the hassle of dealing with idiots, and you just get a stable price. I'm not really sure how much they go for still. Usually when I hunt, without recording it, I put on some music, but I can't do that because first of all, I get distracted for a bit by the music. I can't do 3 things at once. I can do 2 things at once, which is rather unique for a man. I mean, it's rather common knowledge that men can only do 1 thing at a time. And look at me, I'm doing 2 things at a time. I must be special. I'm joking, of course. I realize it's nothing too special, but anyway. So if you add a 3rd element to that, which is listening to music, or actively listening to music, because, well, you can of course play it on the background or something. But if you add that to the whole, process, then it can be a bit disruptive, I guess. So that's the first thing why I can't put on music right now. The second thing is that my YouTube videos will probably get banned in Germany, because somehow, even though Germany has, the protection of its citizens as a rather high priority, I think more than in the Netherlands, or leave alone America. But the media, the music mafia, I guess, is the lobby of music. The music industry is rather strong there. So I think, because once you put on some music under your video, all countries are like, yeah, you can still play the video in our country, but we'll put some advertisement of the artist right under it, so you can you can get some extra traffic from the fact that you use his music. And well, if people think it's interesting, they can still get traffic to his iTunes or whatever. Which I think is a fair deal. And of course then I cannot make money off the advertisement that's next to the video. Which I think is a fair deal. But in Germany they're like, "Nein! You cannot play your music featured video in our country. No." And I'm not sure why, but it's like, "Oh, you use some music that you don't have a license for? You cannot play it in our country then. Because that stuff is criminal. Really criminal. How dare you to use music that is not yours? Who are you to think that's okay? Do you really think you can get away with that?" But the fact that the media mafia or lobby is rather strong in Germany. A friend of mine once downloaded a movie in Germany. He got sued by a rather suspicious lawyer company. He had to pay 1,000 euros to not have to appear in front of the judge. He did not do it. I thank God he did not do it. I think he put a lawyer on it, and then the lawyer was like, "Yeah, there's a rather big chance that we can get you out of this shit." I'm not really sure how it ended, but he certainly did not appear in front of the judge. Or he did not have to or something. They dropped it or something, I don't know. But it's rather dirty business, right? Some weird, schemy lawyer company that's like, "Yeah, alright, media mafia, we will take care of your dirty business. We will sue people like civilians, not even like people that make tons of money off illegal content." It's like just, the end user, the difference between buying a movie of 4 or 5 euros or downloading it, and that results in a fine of 1,000 euros in order to let them drop the case. It's filthy. It's those kind of people that give lawyers a bad name. But do lawyers have a bad name? Yep, they do. I'm not a lawyer myself or anything, but there's lots of sayings and expressions that involve lawyers and devils. Say, if you have the idea that bankers are anyone involved in a bank are being shunned upon, that has been for lawyers for, well, decades, I think. Bankers are just being shunned upon for the last couple of years, since the whole economic collapse, I guess. Right, but I'm talking about bankers and lawyers while I'm playing a video game. Shit gets so random. I hope you still enjoy it and you're not like, "Dude, what the fuck are you even talking about?" I just get sidetracked rather easily. Especially because, well, hunting worms is not that hard, luckily. So I can afford to talk about random shit and not having to concentrate completely on hunting. That's probably why I even though I'm a man, I can do these two things at once. Because I can divide my concentration, my attention. Yeah. Both only take 40%, so I have 20% left to listen to music. but it would have to be very easy listening music, which I don't have a lot of. My music taste is rather weird, I guess. No, not even weird, but it's not really common. And although I do have some great background music, I do like jazz and stuff. Jazz, depending on which kind of jazz, but I really like stuff like Miles Davis. You can listen to Miles Davis rather easily. It's great background music. It's great chill out music. I do have some chill out music. You know Bonobo? I can also, of course, listen to Bonobo while hunting and talking and recording and stuff. But it's all, it's all an extra risk. Maybe the video gets banned in Germany. I can't receive revenue from the advertising. Although that's not my biggest concern. Look at that. I mean, I've been making these kind of videos, or not these kind, but just like Tibia videos on this YouTube channel for, I don't know, a couple of years now. I've never ever even gained any money from it. I do have some stacked up right now that I could receive, but it's not even worth the effort. I'm not going into details on how much it is, but I could probably buy a couple of ice creams from it, or a couple of cups of coffee, but that's about it. At one point I bought a microphone, which is this thing right here, from my own money, of course. And it will take quite a couple of paychecks before I, have any return of investment on this. So it's not about the money. So if you think that, I can assure you, I'm not in it for the money, because otherwise I would do other things. But the biggest concern is like why I don't use music right now is because of stuff getting banned. Or getting like content ID claims. I've been using like copyright free music or Creative Commons music in my intros, outros, stuff like that. And at one point somebody thought it was a good idea, some schemy motherfucker thought it was a good idea to act if it, like the song was his. Some shady record company. They claimed the song, and then along with a lot of other people that used that song, I got a content ID claim. So I had to dispute that. I had to write to YouTube, write to my network. It all got sorted out, but it took quite a couple of days. And see, like I said, I'm not in it for the money. I don't care too much. And it's not even like those couple of days. Yeah, well, they will make a couple of. They won't even make that much of difference at the rate that I'm earning money. But let's say I'm dependent on this whole YouTube thing to pay my bills. Let's say I'm a full-time YouTuber and this is actually my income. Then it sucks, man. Some shady motherfucker thinks he can get away with claiming a song that's not his. And all of a sudden your income gets decreased because you cannot earn the revenue from the advertisement that's usually at your video. That sucks. But I don't think I will ever get that far, or I don't think I even want to, but I won't ever go as far as trying to live off of YouTube. I mean, as great as it sounds to live off making videos and playing games, that's one of my two favorite things in the world, right? But it's not really realistic, as well. Right now I just passed 200 subscribers. I looked at this afternoon. I think it's 5. What did I just say? I don't know what I just said. I have a little over 500 subscribers. A couple of days ago or a week ago I passed the 500 mark. But I looked at it this afternoon. I think it's 520 something now. So yeah, the rate is really increasing all the time, which I think is really rewarding. I think it's great that new people find this channel and think it's entertaining enough to come back for it. It's really great. But before you're at a point that you can actually live off your YouTube videos, you probably have to put out daily content, of course, which I by no means will ever be able to, or well, if I of course dedicate myself to this YouTube thing, then I can. But as long as I do other things besides making videos, then there's no way that I can reach one video a day. Or some people even put multiple videos out a day. Anyway, but I think you need at least like 100, 200,000 subscribers to even have a rather humble life. Well, and 500 is a far away from that. Maybe I can try out an episode with music sometime. If it gets banned in Germany all of a sudden, then I know I shouldn't do it. And if it doesn't, then I know I can. There is a lot of like Monster Cat, the record label. They're like, yeah, you can totally use our music as long as you make notice of it in the description. And while you may not have the license, we won't sue you or claim the content or stuff like that. We won't be nasty motherfuckers about it. Basically what they're saying, which is rather cool. I think they get it. It's 2014. The internet is a thing that you cannot stop anymore, even if you want to as a record company. So they get it. They're like, yeah, we can of course try to struggle against it, fight against it. It doesn't really matter. Eventually we are going to lose. Even though there will be a couple of civilians that will have to pay $500,000 because they downloaded one song because of all the missed revenue, potential revenue, because of course one downloaded song means that 500,000 other people decided not to download that or buy that song. Anyway, they get it. They're like, yeah, we can of course fight against it, or we can just say it's like free promotion. Because let's face it, if I put on music while playing this game, because it does not have sound anyway, then a lot of people, or well, not a lot, but all of you will listen music that 9 of the 10 of you probably have not heard yet, especially with my weird music taste. So let's say 100 people watch this video, and that's 90 people that are exposed to this music. And let's say out of those 90 people, 10 people think, wow, this is rather good, this is great music, man. And they start looking it up themselves. Then that's 10% potential customers out of one guy that decided to put some music under a video. I mean, I know a lot of music because somebody put it under a video, and that could be a commercial or a YouTube video or a movie mostly. I know a lot of stuff because of it's been in movies. I don't know if any of you know Jamie and Commons. It's some bit country-like music, and I would never probably even heard of it because I'm not really into country at all. Okay, now I should concentrate a bit more on the worms. But because of it, it's in The Walking Dead, and apparently also in Breaking Bad, but I've never noticed it there. But it's in Walking Dead, and then I thought, wow, this is great music. The song is called Take Me Home or something, Lead Me Home. It's in one of the final episodes of season 2 or 3 or something of The Walking Dead. I was like, oh man, it gave me goosebumps. This is great music. And then I looked it up and I thought, well, the rest of his work is also rather great. So then, then I all of a sudden I'm exposed to new music. Because the editor or producer of Walking Dead decided to put in music that was new to me. And that just happened to fit the whole theme and the whole atmosphere of Walking Dead. Well, now I do realize I do not have quite the audience that The Walking Dead has, but it's basically the same idea. Now I'm also rambling for ages already. How much time I'm at? It's 41 minutes already. I could do two things. I guess I'll end this episode once I reach the entrance again. I am low on ammo, but I think it will take another 30 minutes before I finally return home. So I think I should cut it before that, because otherwise, well, it will be a very long episode. And I do not wish upon you to, watch a episode of 1.5 hours, because, that's a lot of time. So do you guys like the fact that I'm rambling about all kinds of random shit? Or are you like, please dude, please stick to one subject at once, or maybe some Tibia subject, but you're all over the place? Because I realized that, or not all the time, but I think about it now and I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about all kinds of shit. So do you guys like that? Or are you like, please dude, shut up? Let me know in the comments down below, and I can adapt to that. I can change that. I can change who I am. No, I'm not going to change who I am, but I can, of course, keep in mind what you guys like. And if I notice that I'm rambling about random shit again, and I'm like, yeah, people that watch my videos don't tend to like that, and I can, of course, adapt to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode. Remember to leave a comment and a rating. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Also check back here like in a couple of days, and the 3rd episode of this series should be online. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Moranah. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.